Welcome back, my friends. 22 veterans a day in this country commit suicide. It's damn ridiculous and it's absurd. I'm going to say it every day for the rest of my life until I'm dead. If I do anything on YouTube, it's going to be 22 a day and what's in your pockets. We don't talk about 22 a day and people hate what's in your pockets. Vets, the cause is there and it's huge and it's growing and the word's getting out. But I want y'all to know personally from me, from Old Scab, I love you. I appreciate your service. I appreciate your sacrifice. I know I haven't seen the shit y'all seen. I know that. I'm aware of that. And not pretending to. But I love you. I appreciate your service. I've answered this question before. Scab, you wasn't in the military. Yeah, no shit. I'm well aware. That's 3 cuss words I won't do anymore. Keep watching, I promise. I know that. My wife served, my son served, both grandfathers served, countless uncles, about 25 different relatives seriously fought in the Civil War. About 24 of them were on the Confederacy. We had people in the Revolutionary War, both sides. We had people in, I've had somebody in every single war in my family in America's history. That's the God's honest truth. People in the War of the Roses. Had people all the way back. So military is on my heart and on my mind, and I care about you guys a lot. I can't stand when somebody gets dumped on. And vets, you're not alone. Don't fight alone. Let us fight. You fought for us. Let us fight for you. Know that's sincere. I make no money off this. I don't even get a damn t-shirt. Last cuss word promise. Now remember, we can do the cuss jars, but y'all got to send them to me so I can make some money. I don't make a dime on any of it. That was a joke. I love y'all. We back the blue. We support our LEOs, our law enforcement officers. We do it by not breaking the law. Pretty simple. Addicts, you're welcome here, but you're welcome here with the understanding that we want you to get better. You know, this ain't a warm blanket moment. So, I love y'all. Having said all that, let me say this. I've got a lot of parts to this video, a lot of out in the field stuff, a lot of tests. This is the only knife, the knife that I'm going to show you to you in a minute. I got it from Kirk, straight out of the box. This is one of the few knives I've ever picked up and wasn't sure about. I wasn't sure about that. It's the Kizlyar Safari. Let me grab it. Should have been prepared. I wasn't. See. Kizlyar Supreme. Made in Russia. The blade is super thin. I don't even know that that's an 1/8 thick. I really don't. Full tank construction. Lanyard hole thingy or icebreaker on the bottom. Glass breaker, whatever you want to call it. It's got a recurve. The beginnings of a clip point there. Maybe a drop point, something like that. I'm sure the fact checkers will let me know. It definitely has a recurve. Very light in hand. The balance point is back towards the handle. That's about as good as you're going to get from Old Scab. My hands are beat up and broke. I broke them so many times. Look at that, son. It's a gorgeous blade. You say, Scab, why wasn't you sure about it? Because of the thickness. I knew it was going to be a slicer, but I'm telling y'all. This may be one of the most impressive knives that I've used thus far. Or it's the one that shocked me the most. Let me put it like that. It's the AUS 8, which I hate. And let me show you what I base that on. Here's the Kizlyar, and we'll get back to that. This thing right here is one of the sharpest knives out of the box I've ever used, and you'll see that in the video. Let me grab this. No matter what I do, this, and it's probably not fair. This is the Cold Steel OSS. I don't think the heat treat's done right on this. The back will halfway sharpen up. I put this thing, son, through the work sharp 500 times. If the work sharp don't get it, there's something wrong. This is the old Loveless design. You know, it's the sub hilt, this deal here. Some like it, some hate it. But Bob Loveless, now you buy one of his for about $6,000 for 440C and some wood. I'm not knocking the dude. He's gone. God rest his soul. His family can make it now. But this is a sub hilt. I just hate this knife. I hate the metal. If this was in a 5160 or 440C or something like that, that could sharpen, I'd love it. This is where my despisal of AUS-8 started. I hate it. Having said all that, this restored my faith in what I've read about AUS-8. This brings it back. I read a lot of articles comparing some AUS-8 to a lot of stills that I was like, but today renewed that faith. Now, we're about to kick to the video because there's just too much there. And I got a lot of clips that I want to show you. Let me say this. Backyard Samurai has a video out right now. I just watched it before I come on here. I watched his and I watched Ben from Ruhr Guy. Both those guys. Ben's was on a gorgeous knife. Good Lord, that was a beautiful knife. Dude had on gloves messing with it, so go check him out. If you don't check out Backyard Samurai's video, shaving with the Protect Don, and Ben's is a Protect. That's why I'm mentioning them together. But if you miss Backyard's video of him shaving with that Protect, it's your loss. Go check him out. I'll put a link in the description below for Backyard Samurai. Listen, guys, the cutting part's gonna be long, so we're gonna get out of here. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the morning for what's in your pocket. Have a good night. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to see you before then. I'm just using a lot of hand motions to do this. Take it away, Scab. I'm going to walk right into the closet. Well, thank you, Scab. That was a fine introduction, even though you were in a hurry. Now, here we go. We're getting some better looks at the knife. Bam! Look at that. You'll notice the bottom never moved. Good, clean, quick cut there. Again, another slice right here. I'm sizing it up, moving some stuff around. Boom! Didn't go all the way through. That's my fault. I've got T-Rex arms and was standing way too far away from it. The ever popular Donnie B all day drop test. Now, sometimes I fake it, but right here you can see the difficulty in pulling this knife out. I guess because it's thin and the tip, it had great penetration, no tip damage. The knife threw, look at the strength there. I just barely threw it in. Of course, I'm stronger than the average man, but you know, a couple stabby stabs. I was a little apprehensive at first on the stabbing and the throwing just because of the thinness of the metal. But this thing's been heat treated. It's very tough knife. Did some curls there. You know, always working the brachialis, biceps there. You know, I can do all that stuff. All right, now, let's look at the edge again. You know, I'm going to show y'all the knife, 5,000, just in case you forgot or I didn't think you could look it up. That's Hornbeak. Hit me up on the text there. I'll have to hit him up after the video. We're working on the Scabber Stabber. It's top secret stuff. Now, right here again, what am I doing there? Oh, stripping some wire. A lot of times I don't set out to do, you know, the day-to-day test. But I thought this knife, I was so impressed with the first couple cuts that I thought, well, why not? Let's do some day-to-day stuff with it. Just isn't your average knife. I think this would make a great hunting knife. I really do. And really, it's a good multi-purpose camp knife. It cut this rope right here better than any knife I've had. That truly impressed me. There's Hornbeak again. I think it's the same text he sent me like 3 times. So, neither one of us are very technically savvy. That's why our wives do most of the YouTubing for us, or we'd both be in trouble. Now here we go again, because y'all know I ain't going to just cut something one time and let you take my word for it. This is that nylon rope, it's like ski rope, just blew right through it, son. Now, no sharpening, this is straight out of the box. For some reason, I always feel the need to chop it, like that's going to impress you. It impressed me, so there you go. There's the place you can put your lanyard. It is full tang construction. AUS-8, look at that clean cut right here, son. And watch this. That was the most impressive thing. Wham, wham. Now let's do this one. Pip, right there. Let's see if we get it again. Oh, son. Sheer devastation. Now, this one is where old Scabber's dumbassedness comes in. There we go. I cut the tip off of it. There's the famous scab temper right there. I'm just going to work on it, son. I'm glad I took the volume off of that. Look at the stab. Now, seriously. Good stabbing motion by Scab. Perfect form there. Didn't ever have to take a class for that. And still cut the thing off. That's what I'm telling y'all. This knife is a slicer. Probably do something incredibly stupid here. Yep. The backhand stab. Just gutted it like a fish, son. If you backhand stab a fish. Hit it right to the front of my truck. It's the last thing I needed. Let's see if it'll cut it again. Set up. Bam. I'm telling y'all. I know, Meg don't, and I took a little sip here. Meg doesn't really like the water bottle thing, but I do that just to show the sliciness of it. 2 licks there, 1.5 inch diameter little thing, and about jumped on me there. Had to do some knife fighting here. Quickly handled it. The Kizlyar, and that is how you pronounce it. I don't need a pronunciation lesson. That's how you pronounce it. Now right here, I'm just getting in there doing some small tasks. Like little Lord Fauntleroy standing out there. I just wanted to take y'all to the woods for a minute. Now this right here was some cactus leaves that I found that I stepped on and about cut me to death. So I cut a couple some good big cacti there because it was like soft like fruit. And this thing just sliced it up. This was like a fruit or a vegetable, something like that. The biceps on the scab. Son, I'm going to have to back off them curls. Ours will be too big. Head's also huge, but I can't do nothing about that. Now, smartening up there, this is like papaya or something. Just imagine that. It's not, it's a cactus, but go with it. Look at that. Thin, smooth goodness. Now I'm going to have to clean this knife up and give it back to Kirk tomorrow, but I'm telling y'all, I was super impressed with this knife. There's a channel, Survival on Purpose. I think the dude's name's Brian. Really good channel. He's got 4 or 5 videos on the Kizlyar. Now he'll throw the fire out of them, son. But check him out too. Survival on Purpose. Really good dude. Got a bunch of followers. But check him out because he really goes over the Kizlyar very well. Now, y'all see the thin cuts it's making right here. Just really enjoyed this knife, man. Yeah, I did a little baton. I didn't do much of this. I just didn't feel it was necessary. I wanted to show that, yes, you can use this knife in any situation. I didn't really use it today at work, I'll be honest. I did. Now, we all do about 2-3 hours worth of testing, or 2 hours after testing, we got off, and I went right to work on this. Because anybody tell you, if you got a knife channel, son, it's another full-time job. Now, here I'm chopping some weeds. I hit the button on accident while I'm just playing around out in the woods. And again, remember, my dear brethren, my dear tree-hugging friends that I love as much as Cinderella's mama loved her. We're doing, there we go, line of sight stuff here. It's work stuff. I know y'all can't comprehend that because all you got your time is just sitting here watching videos critiquing people. Now, here we are cutting some vines and briars. It was an epic battle. Here's why I got in the woods with a knife and actually did mean to shoot this. Y'all know I hate them vines and I loathe them briars. But the slicey diciness of the Kizlyar, even with that AUS 8, which I've really got to rethink that now, just really powered through them, man. I swung and missed a lot too, because that's, it wouldn't be a scab video if I didn't. But here we go. We just taking it out, son. Doing some cleaning. Plus, I like to show y'all some different stuff. Get in the woods a little bit, mix it up. That way you ain't got to look at the back of my truck the whole time. But y'all can see it slicing. Do I recommend a knife? More than I've ever recommended a knife in my life. This is the Kizlyar Safari. And I love all my knives. I love my American-made stuff. Y'all, God knows I do. God knows I do. Lord knows I do. But I told y'all, if I see a knife I like, am I going to buy one? Yes, sir. I sure am. I think this one was $88 on Amazon. And man, it's just a heck of a slicer. And I'll tell you this, I'll tell you the truth on this. You could throw it in your kitchen and use it as a kitchen knife. Now I wouldn't, I'd use it multi-purpose. And it would perform everything you needed it to. Well, guys, I love y'all very much. God bless y'all. Thank you for the support. I'm Scab. You're not. Son, I'm gone. Here's old Scab.